Hello and welcome to the new episode of Stocks Advisor channel. Here we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. Today we will talk about PriceSmart, traded at Nasdaq, ticker name PSMT. Well, PSMT today is volatiling just below moving average 20, moving average 50 here, this blue line. By the way, we have three moving averages. It's moving average 20, 50, and 200 depicted on this diagram, being green, blue, and red lines correspondingly. So here you can see that the daily charts, today we are almost end of the day, just below the moving average 50. And this situation is continuing almost a fourth trading day in a row after we had a decline from the top of the previous upwards wave that took place somewhere 27th of October. We are constantly declining, and after having actually drop from 74 to let's say 67. Now we are volatiling, and the question is what's next for the stock. And here it's actually a very interesting combination of bullish and bearish indicators that speak overall that it's already maybe time to enter the stock with one from one side, but on another side a slight decrease is possible, but overall a stock is preparing for a solid reversal of this wave. And the reasons for that are, first of all, technical situation. For example, if we talk of RSI, we can clearly see that RSI is preparing for a reversal move upwards, which creates additional positive pressure here. Secondarily, it's MACD. Clearly seen that after having the wave upwards that started in beginning of October, also with MACD going positive wave, now we are making very nice and beautiful actually negative wave, which is seemingly already reached its minimum here, because today MACD is a bit higher than yesterday on histogram. And this means that the wave is trying to return, and this upwards move would create some positive bullish pressure as well. With this having said, we are still volatiling on this line, meaning that we might have a secondary let's say shift down. Therefore we need to be prepared for that. And in this kind of situations, usually it's advised to look at current resist support lines. And if we look at those, we can see that actually we are today sitting already on one support, which is quite strong support line developed already 3 months ago. And then if we look for other levels here that could be reached, it's level about 64. Then the next level is actually about 60, and in between there is a small one, which is more like a volatility line. Let's draw it blue rather than a real support. So with this, let's name the curves S1, S2, V1 volatility, and S3. It's clear that we already might start up from the current level because we are volatiling on it, but still moving averages are kind of declining and decelerating. So if you look at moving average 20, for example, it's going like this, so trying to drag the price even a little bit further down, although immediate reverse is also possible. And for moving average 50, similar situation, it's kind of flattening out. Although, and this is positive, moving average 200 here, the longer term one is actually going upwards. Here you can see it clearly. It's going upwards with acceleration, so its second derivative is also positive. With this having said, we can say that stock is ready for sudden move, and all parameters are preparing. So it would be advised already to buy at these levels with first as a first entry level. So usually we talk in our channel for the stocks that are just preparing to let's say face the levels where you can buy. Here it's already a level where you can buy. And then second levels, should the price go lower, would be actually somewhere below V1, S3, or actually in the vicinity of V1. In this channel, S2, S3, actually, to be more precise, that would be the second level to enter and average down should the price decline. With this, it's also advised to buy with strategy 1 to 2, meaning the first portion you buy with one volume and then you average down with 2 volumes here. And although the ranges are here quite big, you can see, but usually the advice is to be a little bit patient and to try to catch the lower part of the circle. But overall, the stock is quite ready for confirmation, at least for slight recovery towards the wave, the previous wave, the maximum of previous wave, because still this wave is not working as a stopper. You can clearly see the upward channel is still open. Let's call it R1, so we can go higher heights. And also we can see from the bottom, it seems like that we are going to form also the bottom as upwards moving channel R2, and seems like it's willing to flex. So it's like narrowing further, but we still will see if we're going to pierce R2 actually next trading days. It might have so-called a parallel shift trend. So if you look at the previous upwards trend that took place from all the way May, then June, July, then you can see clearly here that what we have today is kind of zigzagging. After correction, we might have another zigzagging here towards V2 and then V1, sorry, and then again going up. So here it could be kind of waving approach with parallel shift of this trend T1. It could be parallelly shifted here, and the reason we have this is just because we are entering to kind of breaking and waving, since the price was already reaching RSIs several times in overbought area, and clearly seen that the price didn't hold, but S2 level was quite strong to support it. So should the price from today pierce further, S2, actually channel S2, S3 will be very strong support area, which you can use for extra averaging down for PSMT. Overall, the stock is bullish from both indicators. Also, what is important here, again, I would like to stress, MACD is in reversive mode. So it's going from negative upwards. Should we pierce further from S2 to the channel from S1, sorry, to the channel S2, S3, MACD wise, it would mean we are going to have secondary wave down and then going up. So like a double waving. For example, we saw a similar situation in August. It was one wave almost ready to pierce upwards, and then it actually formed second wave and then really made a quite big jump here at the beginning of September. Should we pierce, it will be similar situation like in August. If not, we just straight away go higher and somewhere in the vicinity of R1 would be really the decision, shall we break the wave or not. But it's advised not to wait till that level and actually sell in the previous height here. Let's call this level actually R3. So sell at R3 would be advised from the current level. For this moment, this is it for PSMT. Very interesting stock, although a little bit still on inflection point, but it's clearly preparing itself for nice reversal movements, and you can enter according to those advices. With this, thank you for watching this episode. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. You will not miss this way new videos, new interesting discussions. Also look our previous videos. As you can see, we give advice a little bit in advance, so you can watch those videos, and probably the situation is just cooking for a nice reversal move. With this, thank you, and see you at next episodes at Stocks Advisor channel.